It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on Romeo Doubs. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Packers and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from Lambeau. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff, now Love. On target to Musgrave. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Play fake, it's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go play action here. Completes this one to Kraft. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate. Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know And you may come back too, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Cut by Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
They send him left out of the slot. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Love from the gun. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. Love now on 3rd and goal. Able to find Lloyd here. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run here, it's Zach Moss who gets it. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 24. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now it's 3rd down. Burrow from the gun. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Burrow back to throw. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Moss crosses the goal line for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Zach Moss, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Motioning Watson left. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Tight end in motion left. Throwing his Love on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Bengals football. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Gesicki.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Man in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Dax Hill up for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still third down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. Going run again with Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Love. Able to get it to Reed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. That finds Jacobs complete. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, Kate. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Complete to number 88, Luke Musgrave. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Packers push their lead to 3. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And the Packers had a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Burrow out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Trenton Gill on the punt. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Love out of the shotgun. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Here's Love to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. And this guys on the field made the right play.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They'll have a shorter field ahead of them now, Brock. That pick sets them up just shy of the 40. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. He's contained at the line for no gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers
Running right, it's Moss on the toss. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Joe Burrow scrambles from the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this is from 47. Butker knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That ties the game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts with an option, right side. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long. Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. Man, it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Everyone's prepped, it's second down now. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 5. First down, Bengals.
Throwing is Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They are throwing it again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here's Burrow. That's complete, here's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. In a good spot here, second and inches. From the 23. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and short, it's Burrow. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Burrow. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Packers take their first timeout. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Hauled in by Musgrave. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. And the Bengals bring it out of 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. And if you had another rushing play on your bingo board, you are correct. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So out now comes the punter. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Bengals out in front. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Justin Fields, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W.
From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. In that first half, it was Zach Moss who proved to be tough to stop. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same
is about set to kick
after
this
the
one
break.
away, and away we go again. On the return, here's Jones. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many.
Caught at the 20-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate.
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So the officials wanted the review, gave it a second look, and will keep their initial ruling. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Dax Hill up for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Love out of the shotgun. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
That's good. For the Packers, first down.
First down throw, here's Love. On target to Musgrave. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Nice spot here for the offense, it's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. Play fake, it's Love. Gets out of trouble. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. Space past the 35. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Third down, 1 yard to go. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On now comes their punter. Trenton Gill, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Love from the gun. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Packers.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Love to throw again. That's complete to Musgrave. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals 45-yard line.
Here's Love to throw. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. They are throwing it again. Finds his man. It's Kraft. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
34-yard line.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Love. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has a man, it's Brown. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here's 2nd and 11. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now Burrow. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
And the Bengals first down.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Burrow. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Butker knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Nixon now to return it. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Love now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Avoids the sack. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming.
3rd down and 9.
Love out of the shotgun. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Incomplete on the throw.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Moss gets it from the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. So now here's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He has the first over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Burrow to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Moss. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping called. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by all. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
The coverage by Devon Clark.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And now they have a first and goal. They'll run. Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within one score in the fourth. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Moore with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running out of the gun with Moss. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
He'll get this complete to McLaughlin. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Play action now, Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bengals leading by 6. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Moss. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. One of the tight ends motioning right. 3rd down, here's Moss. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Butker knocks it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Able to get it to Reed. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. He completes it in traffic. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Throw is caught by the back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st down throw, here's Love. He's got Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Love to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Love's pass. Thrown to the sideline.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
4th down.
Throwing now. Need this to force overtime. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Green Bay.